A powerful new play at Seattle Repertory Theater is shining a spotlight on a largely unsung black leader and her courageous fight for voting rights. The play Fanny tells the story of a Mississippi sharecropper named Fannie Lou Hamer. Hamer bravely fought for voting rights at the height of the civil rights movement, enduring repeated beatings and constant threats on her life.
KIRO 7's Deborah Horn tells us Hamer's fight still resonates nearly 45 years after her death, as Western Washington gets real.
I ain't never told the whole story, but I stopped by to tell y'all, children, a lot of work to be done if we're gonna ever right this country.
For 1 hour and 10 minutes,
we got a lot to be proud of.
Nearly 2,500 miles from her Mississippi home.
But we got a lot to be ashamed of, too.
Fannie Lou Hamer holds court, brought back to spectacular life.
Y'all okay out there?
At the Seattle Repertory Theater by veteran Chicago actor E. Fay Butler.
It's sad, but a joy in another way that we could celebrate her, but sad that we're talking about the same things, you know, all these years later, still talking about voting rights.
It was dangerous even to talk about voting rights in the Mississippi of the 1960s. There were the daily death threats, the brutal beatings, often at the hands of police officers. Just how brutal, Hamer herself recounted in 1964.
3 white men came to my cell. One of these men was State Highway Patrol. He said, "We're going to make you wish you was dead."
What made you want to tell her story?
Well, it's interesting.
Cheryl West is a Seattle-based playwright. She wrote Fanny, the music and life of Fannie Lou Hamer, back in 2019.
I came across her story. And so as I was researching this other project, she kept coming up. And I thought, what a fascinating woman, and how much courage and resilience she had.
Whoa, freedom.
So then I thought, this would make a great play and a one-woman play, because I wanted to be in her vernacular.
That evening, them night riders shot.
And with music.
Her story fully resonant today.
She says in the play, women have been behind every human advocacy movement in the world. So we need to recognize that.
And especially Black women, who are among the least recognized.
Yes, least recognized, least protected, as you see in the show, and least honored sometimes.
That's what's so beautiful about this story. That's what's so beautiful about the work that Cheryl does. She always hunts for those heroes that we've forgotten.
I love everybody in my heart.
She lifted her up, and she's given her honor and dignity.
It's just America.
And reminded us of the power of her words.
Until I am free, nobody's free. We don't know that that was a Fannie Lou Hamer line. And I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Like every play here at Seattle Rep, Fanny is on stage for just a few weeks. But many people have left this theater telling those involved that their lives have been changed by this story from the past that feels a lot like the present.
What do you hope we take from this?
I hope we take that we need to vote if we want change, if we want to continue to hope for a better America.
In memory of a woman who risked it all so we could.
Freedom.
In Seattle, Deborah Horn, KIRO 7 News.
Now you only have 2 more days to catch Fanny. Again, it's playing at the Seattle Repertory Theater, and the play is set to close on Sunday.